Hey guys, I have got some scrap material here, and I'm just going to put this in, sandwich this in between and make sure that the right sides are together. And then we're just going to sew this up, leaving a small space to turn it after we get it sewn together. Now I'm going to trim that in really tight around it. Okay, now we're going to find the hole here, and we're just going to carefully turn this right side out. Now you could even round your corners, and you wouldn't have to worry about, poking any corners out or anything like that. On things like this, I'm really not too particular about how pointed the corners are. Okay, and now we're going to close this up. Just put a little pin in that. And we'll top stitch all the way around it. Okay, so I have that pinned. And I'm just going to start up here in the corner. Actually, I'm going to sew from this side. Okay, so your foot is not going to like sewing on rubber, but you can't turn it upside down either because it's not going to move. So this is where I use the diagonal seam tape. I can find the end of it here, right across the rubber. Washi tape or something like that would also work if you have it, because we're not using it for the seam guidance. Okay. Okay, so you can see, sewing from the other side, it's hard for me to tell, what the top stitching looks like. So it's not quite as straight as I would like it, but we're going to finish this one out. Okay, so we're going to finish this, and then I want to, when we close up this side, we may do a different option just to see which one works the best. So we're going to go ahead, and since I have the tape on here, we'll finish. The stitches there. So now we can just take this off. Okay, so that worked quite well, except for one thing. This has a really good adhesive on it. So whenever I tore off the tape, this side that was kind of wide just came right off. This side over here, on the thin side, I had to use this because it would tear off in little pieces. Oh, here's some that's still on here. I would suggest using washi tape instead of this, or even masking tape. Masking tape would do really well because it's a low adhesive. See that little piece right there that's still on there? So you just want to kind of get it pushed up so you can try to get a hold of it. And this piece I'm not going to keep fooling with it because I think it'll come off in the laundry. But I did want you to know that, because the other option I thought of, oh, here's another piece still on here. It's white, so it was hard to see. Okay, we got that off. So the There is another option if you wanted to take it an extra step, and that is to put binding around it. And then you wouldn't have to deal with that. But the other thing that I haven't tried before, but I think would work quite nicely, is to grab a piece of paper. Okay, so I just found a piece of notebook paper, and what I want to do, I'm going to take my pen out now, because I prefer to sew from this side when I top stitch, not the bottom side. Okay, I'm just holding where we're closing the hole. Okay, so now, same concept, but that covered that so that the whole paper slid through so you could actually top stitch. That came off much better than the washi or the diagonal seam tape did. So let's go ahead and put this back on my paper. And we're just going to sew a couple of seams. And you could draw a line on there if you want. I'm not that worried about it. Yeah, that's a little more stable. So you could use old junk mail for this, or a sheet out of a magazine. All you're really needing is something under this so that it does not stick to your sewing machine. Alright, so these are handy to have in the kitchen, and this way you can either use up scraps or you could even make it match your kitchen. Alright, so I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Bye.